Pixie Doll, welcome back to the channel. I'm Crystal, aka the Wholesome Witch, and today we are getting into five-minute rituals or magical practices that you can do to embrace the energy of harvest season. So, if you follow the Wheel of the Year, harvest season runs from Lunasa on August 1st until Samhain on October 31st. The best time of the year. We have the second half of summer moving into the autumn, and it's really a perfect time to commit to your practice, to add in some daily rituals to your practice, and if you're busy, these 5-minute rituals are going to be perfect to fit into any kind of schedule. So take a comfy seat, join me for the next few minutes, and let's get into it. Ritual number 1, pumpkin spice magic. Pumpkin spice is not just an annoying trend that goes on during the fall season. It's not just a basic beverage that, everyone and their dog likes to drink. The spices that make up the pumpkin spice blend are actually a powerhouse of energetic properties that you are going to want to lean into this season. So what spices make up pumpkin spice? We have cinnamon, nutmeg, clove, ginger, and sometimes allspice. All of these contain properties for things like abundance, prosperity, money, wealth, luck, success, health. What more could you want in a season, really? And the autumn has a lot of abundant and gratitude energy. So the spice blend, aside from the delicious flavor, which either love it or hate it, drop a pumpkin in the comments if you are a pumpkin spice advocate. So don't be afraid to go all in and just indulge in pumpkin spice over the next 12 weeks. Now, pumpkin spice itself is obviously not a ritual. However, there are 3 really quick ways that we can use pumpkin spice in our own kitchens to help bring those kinds of energies into our day and into the season in general. Once you have your pumpkin spice blend ready to go, whether you bought it, whether you made it yourself, there are 3 really easy ways to use it in your kitchen that do take 5 minutes or less. So for any kitchen witch activities, you can bring extra elements into your space if you want to that help usher in the energies you're trying to attract. You could bring in a candle, incense, a stone that resonates with you, whatever it might be, or it can just be you and your ingredients, and that's totally fine. So the 3 really quick things I would do with pumpkin spice throughout the harvest season, and that I do throughout the season, is pumpkin spice smoothie, pumpkin spice overnight oats, or of course, pumpkin spice in your tea or coffee. All of these things, 5 minutes or less, I promise. So while you're blending the smoothie or making your oats or stirring your coffee or tea, be present in the moment, focus on the energies you're trying to attract and call in, and drink or eat mindfully. Even if you are rushing out the door as you do it, you're drinking your smoothie on the way to work, you can still be in your mind instead of focusing on the things you need to do that day or whatever it might be. Focus on what you're trying to call in with that pumpkin spice smoothie. I'm just using a smoothie as an example. I have a pumpkin spice smoothie recipe, and I think pumpkin spice overnight oat recipe on my blog. I'll link them below for you guys. If you want to get fancy with it, you could in advance make yourself a pumpkin spice syrup to go into your coffee, which is kind of like a DIY pumpkin spice latte you could make at home. If you're doing tea, you can buy pumpkin spice tea, in a tea bag, which also works just fine. You don't have to blend the spice yourself. You can buy it if it's easier for you. Like I said, this video is for people who are busy. So there's nothing wrong with buying pumpkin spice tea or pumpkin spice blend already made. The important thing is be aware of the energies that are in this magical little spice blend. Focus on the ones you really want to call in and use the tea or the ingredients with intention and presence. And before you eat or drink, recite a little spell or affirmation that solidifies the intention you're trying to call in. Ritual number 2 that you can do in just 5 minutes is to do a 3-card pull for harvest season or for the autumn season, which we are very swiftly moving into. A 3-card pull is one of my favorites to do, and I do them every season. So to do it in 5 minutes, choose your deck. It can be an oracle deck, it can be a tarot deck, whatever deck is resonating with you at the time. Focus your thoughts on kind of any questions you have for the upcoming season, or anything you want to bring into your life in the autumn season, how you want it to look. So focus your thoughts on that while you shuffle. And then you're going to pull through just 3 cards, one for each month. So you're going to do one for September, October, and November. Then once you have your spread, you can either take note just in your mind of the messages that come up for you intuitively, or you can jot them down into a notebook if you do have a minute to do that. And then you can continue to reflect on the spread as you move about your day. It's only 3 cards, so not so hard to remember. If you did say a Celtic cross spread or something, it might be hard to remember every card, but it's just 3. So keep the cards in your mind, and then as you move throughout your day, whether you're walking or in your car or whatever it might be, think about the cards and the messages even further. So the initial thing can take 5 minutes, but you can carry it throughout your day and kind of reflect back, and you might have new messages that come up throughout the day, or just things you didn't think about in the initial card pull that come up, and you can always jot them down later on when you have a minute. So that's something I really like to do with, like I said, every season. So we are in harvest season now, but autumn is coming, and I would do it for the autumn season to gain some clarity, some wisdom into steps you should take, the directions you might want to go, things you might need to know, that type of vibe. Ritual number 3, a gratitude plus higher self mini journal session. So grab your notebook, grab a pen. I would be inclined to light an incense while I do this, maybe a sandalwood for cleansing, lemon balm for positivity, cinnamon for luck and success, something like this. Or choose an incense that matches kind of whatever energy you most want to embody in the coming weeks. And then you're just going to take 3 to 5 minutes. First part, write down 5 things, just like 1 line for each thing, 5 things that you're grateful for in your life right now. And then second part, you're going to write down 5 things that you want to embody in the weeks to come. So 1 sentence for each of the gratitude aspects and 1 sentence for each of the things you would like to embody. So for the things you want to embody, you're going to think about who is your highest self this autumn. Who do you want to be this autumn? And then pick 5 characteristics or 5 habits, 5 things you want to do, see, be, and write 1 sentence for each. So it could be, maybe you want to start a spiritual morning routine this autumn. Write 1 sentence about what that would look like. Maybe you want to start getting in more movement this autumn. 1 sentence about that. And write them as if you're already doing it, as if it's already happening. Like, my spiritual morning routine includes this, this, and this. 1 sentence. Or, I am getting in some morning movement every day this autumn in the form of yoga, stretching, walking outside. 1 sentence, that's it. So 5 gratitude aspects, 5 aspects of your highest self this autumn, 1 sentence for each, 3 to 5 minutes, and you're done. What I would do at the end of your writing portion, I would, at the end of the page, draw a symbol or write 1 word or 1 mini spell, 1 affirmation, 1 intention to solidify the energies that you want to have in the autumn and solidify the energies that you have written onto the page, to just confirm it to the universe for the weeks to come. Ritual number 4, a harvest offering bowl. Or this could also be done in a jar. So on one of your outings, what I want you to do, this isn't part of the 5-minute ritual, but it's something you can do when you're just out walking somewhere you need to be. Collect a couple of tokens from nature. You could pick up an acorn, a leaf, a twig, a stone, a pine cone, anything you see that has naturally fallen to the ground. Don't steal things off of the trees or from people's gardens, but things that have naturally fallen, and bring them home with you. And you're going to use them to create this harvest offering bowl. So this bowl can represent your connection to nature. It can represent the beauty of the autumn season. And it's kind of a constant reminder that's going to be in your home of your connection to nature and the autumn and the changing of the season. And it's also going to represent things that you want to call into your life throughout these next few weeks. So aside from the things that you collect on your walk, you can add things to the bowl like coins if you want to call in money, certain crystals for intentions you want to call in. Maybe you want to be extra motivated this autumn. You could put a carnelian stone into the bowl. Maybe you want to bring in some good luck for autumn. You could grab a green aventurine stone and put that into the bowl. And anything that might symbolize your goals and intentions in the weeks to come, you can add them to the bowl. So you can craft the bowl or the jar, like I said, in just 5 minutes. What I would do for this one, I would probably be inclined to light a white candle for blessings. And I also would probably want to light an incense. Yeah, those are two of my favorite kind of quick tools to add when I'm doing a fast ritual. And then all you want to do is focus on your connection to nature. Be present in the moment. Focus on what you want your fall, autumn season to look like. And add each item into the bowl one by one. And as you're adding in each item, you can state what that item represents. So I'm adding this carnelian stone for motivation, adding a coin to welcome abundance, and then you can add each of your nature items as well. When you're finished putting everything into the bowl, thank nature for her gifts, thank the earth, and state a final little mini spell. It can be just one sentence of your autumn season aspirations. So may this autumn be filled with magic, luck, and abundance. Or a little spell like as above, so below. May this autumn season allow the seeds I've planted to grow. Something simple like this. And don't forget to do your nature thanks, your earth thanks. And place the bowl on, it can be placed on your altar. I have a bowl right here. This is a money bowl that I did. It's not a harvest bowl, but I think I will do a harvest bowl this year. I didn't do one last year, and I really like the practice of it. So you can place it on your altar if you have one. You can just place it in your entryway of your home, somewhere prominent that you're going to see it and where it can act as a reminder of, like I said, the beauty of the season and a reminder of all the things you want to receive and call in the autumn season ahead. And ritual number 5, we are going to call on some autumn blooms and do an autumn bloom blessing. So the next time you're out, pick up some fresh blooms that are abundant in the autumn season. So it can be things like sunflowers, chrysanthemums, marigolds, or dahlias. So choose flowers that make you feel happy when you look at them, and ones that match intentions that you want to bring into your life over the next week, because the flowers are only really going to last a week realistically, unless we dry them and use them for other things, which we can do. So maybe if you want to have a really positive week, choose sunflowers, or if you want to call in abundance, choose chrysanthemums, this kind of thing. You could also choose something in a color that matches your intentions. You could do red roses if you want to bring love into your life this week or have more self-love this week. Something in orange hues if you want to call in creativity this week, that kind of thing. So see what it is that you want to embody and embrace and what flowers call to you when you're out picking them. And then when you get home, you're going to turn arranging your flowers into your vase into a little ritual. So again, it's only going to take you 5 minutes. It doesn't need to be lengthy or elaborate. It needs to be mindful. Your presence needs to be there. And clarity around what you're trying to call in needs to be there. You don't need a lot of time. So again, you might want to bring an additional element into your space. A candle, you may want to do a little spritz of energy mist. You might want to place a crystal on your counter, whatever it might be. And then as you're cutting your stems, you're arranging your flowers in your vase, use a visualization of how you want your week to look. Use focused thoughts around how you want your week to look. If visualization is hard for you, you could maybe think of a color that embodies the energies you want to have within your week. So whatever you need to do to focus that energy while you're arranging your flowers. And then when you're finished, at the end, when your flowers are all arranged, how I like to do it is I like to close my eyes and place my hands above the flowers to have that energy exchange. And I state a little spell again, or intention, affirmation, even just one word that embodies how you want your week to be. And again, thank the earth, thank nature for this gift of these beautiful blooms that you're going to get to enjoy throughout the week. And place the flowers somewhere you're going to see them all the time. I often will place flowers on my kitchen counter. I place flowers in our dining room and by our front door. You choose where works for you, where you're going to see them. They can serve as a reminder of those intentions that you want for the week. They can also serve as a spot of joy when you walk in your house. And I don't know about you, but having flowers around really uplifts my space. It uplifts my energy in general. And I actually have no flowers in my house right now, so this little ritual is one I'm probably going to do, if not today, tomorrow, because I don't like not having just at least one vase of fresh flowers in the house. It just makes such a difference. So yeah, there you have it. Those are 5-minute rituals, 5-minute magical practices that you can do to help call in all the energies you want to attract throughout harvest season, throughout the autumn season. And I would love it if you would leave me a comment. Let me know which ritual was your favorite, which thing you really think you want to do in the coming weeks, in the coming days. I would love to hear it. And if the video resonated, please do like and subscribe. It helps the channel so much. And I recently just hit 1K subscribers on here, and I'm so grateful for that. And it warms my heart that people are watching the videos and liking the content, and I really appreciate every like and comment and view that they get. It means so much. So thank you for that. And I mentioned earlier I'm going to link a few of those resources below. I'll link pumpkin spice smoothie, overnight oats, from my blog down below. I'll link my socials in case you want to follow along on Instagram. And oh yes, I have my next Spellbook edition coming out on September 1st. The theme is House Witch because autumn is coming and we want to turn our space into a magical abode for the weeks and months to come. So it's going to be all about magical practices for the house and home. If you want to check that out, I will link it below as well. Thank you so much for being here right until the end of the video. I appreciate you. And until next time, I'm sending many blessings.